Alright, I'm back with another mini vlog, so if you want to hear more details, more of my thoughts, check the link down below, and of course there's always the blog post link there too. So hello and welcome back. This week I'm very excited because we get to be treated by KristiferAnn again. So this is going to be the third in the Marchetti series. For those of you who don't remember, there's a mob boss, he's fallen in love with this small town girl from Colorado, and tragedy strikes. So, I love this series. It's just so interesting because it's kind of like, well, actually, I was going through my old reviews of it, and I was like, Romeo and Juliet, but the Godfather. And I think it's kind of true, because the first book, the mob boss, Luke and Marchetti, meets Jack Hale, who lives in Colorado, and he's just completely enamored. He takes her to Vegas to kind of woo her, and they're falling in love, and it's sweet and romantic and awesome, but then he gets shot. Book 2, he's shot, he's in critical condition, they whisk Jack away, it's kind of like Twilight, where it's like month 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 later, she finds out he's alive after essentially being lied to for the past however many months, and she's pissed, which like is kind of understandable, but at the same time I was kind of like, is it realistic to be this upset? I don't know. No one's lied to me about the existence of someone I care about for months at a time, so maybe it's justified. But that kind of gets into book 3, where she finds out that he's alive, she wants to be with him, but she's like, I need space, I need to think, which, like, again, understandable. Also, maybe y'all are being a little dramatic, because Lucan, like, loses it. He's upset, which is understandable, because he also wanted to be with Jack, but he's been prevented. But the drama gets hyped up, because in this one, they're torn apart again. And it's all because there are still ongoing threats from other mob families, and Lucan kind of doesn't care anymore. He's kind of like Steve Martin in The Jerk when he gets kicked out of the house, and he's like, I just need Jack, that's all I need. But everybody else, mostly Emiliano, Frankie and Frankie's like kind of getting back in the good graces, which, like, I don't know, he was a weirdo, but I kind of liked him. And Angelo, whom I've always liked, they're like, no, dude, like, you need to be safe. 2 targets together is a bigger target than just one. And we don't want both of you to die. Because it's kind of like in 10 Things I Hate About You, where everyone's enamored with Kat's sister Bianca, and Heath Ledger's like, what's the deal with her? Why is everybody so obsessed? I'll get to that in a minute. Because bottom line, love triangles start. So there's Jack, and then there's Lucan, and then there's Angelo. And everybody, except for Jack somehow, knows that Angelo's in love with her. And, like, it was kind of funny, because, so this is an online book, and I almost never read the comments, but I was reading on my desktop, and I could actually see them, and so many people were like, no, Lucan and Jack, OTP! I gotta say, hot take, I'm team Angelo. He just seems like a more stable relationship for her, and I think some of why I feel strongly about that, and I think some of why people feel so strongly, oh my gosh, why is it so loud? And I think some of why people feel so strongly about Lucan and Jack is just because KristiferAnn reels you in with the story. There's so much drama, there's so much description, there's so much emotional identity work that she does with all of her characters that it's just a really enjoyable read. It's a very quick paced read. You just fly through it because you want to know what happens next. You want to know who Jack is going to choose. You want to know if Lucan's going to get his crap together. You want to know, like, just everything. If you're not big on monster stories, this is about mobsters, so, like, maybe give it a pass. There is a lot of swearing, so if that's triggering for you, there's that. There are also discussions of abandonment, but I don't want to give away too many spoilers. And mental health. Yeah, so I think KristiferAnn did a really good, thoughtful job, especially while both Jack and Lucan were going through their respective breakdowns. Lucan just because he was shot, and now he's torn away from Jack, and then Jack because everybody lied to her, and then she doesn't feel support that she needs, or that she thinks she needs. So if that's all triggering, like, there's a flag for you. But honestly, I just think the characters are all so well done, and the action is so descriptive, and the drama is so juicy. It's like reading tabloids or something. It's a solid book, and I definitely recommend. So, that's all that I've got for the mini review. Pop on over to the longer version or check out my blog post for more. Next week, I couldn't help myself, guys. I was in the library and I just picked up Carlos Ruiz Zafón's The Angels Game, and I'm really excited. I'm not very far, but hopefully I'll get some more time to read it and get back to you with my thoughts soon. So, thanks so much for watching, and in the meantime, happy reading.